What's up? Yes, I am back. It's your girl Stacy from Divine Guys Tarot. Hey, collective. What's going on, my people? Child, listen. I really do have a doppelganger. I do. I seen it with my own eyes. I did. I didn't know how to feel, you know. It's like they say that when people copy you, that it's a form of flattery, right? And then it was like, nah, nigga, you stealing. You stealing. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? It's more to reading these cards. If you're an authentic reader, that's why I feel, and there are authentic readers that read energy, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be mad, right? But then it's like, your work speak for itself, child. You know what I'm saying? So let's just get on with it. But it was weird. It was weird. It was like having, you ever seen on TV a roast or a comedian that copies another comedian? You know what I'm saying? That feels weird. It does. It's like, I don't sound like that. but I could tell it was my work, you know what I'm saying? My energy, my words, my wording, the way I do, you know, I knew, you know, it felt weird. It was almost as if, honestly, it felt like somebody was trying to steal your energy. It really feels like that. Like, hold up, you know what I'm saying? Wow, I hear people say that, right? And I guess to see it, to experience it for yourself, that's crazy. But you do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? I personally suggest you show up as your authentic self and let people get to know you that way, because, you know, like, how you gonna show up as somebody else? All you know is what you see. You don't really know what goes on in this person's life. You know what I'm saying? And like, how do you continue to show up in their energy? You know what I mean? Unless you're stalking or something. Just saying. Spirit, what is this message? Is this got anything to do with what's going to come out in these cards? Child, listen, it's for real. It is real. It's real. It's real. It's real. And I read it and I see it in the cards, but I've never experienced it. I can be honest about, like, well, you know, that's not true. I've seen people copy me, right? And you know, like my clothes or my hair or what I have, you know what I'm saying? I've seen that, but the way I talk, that's a whole nother level, boy. That's a whole nother level. Ooh, that's weird. All right, let's keep going. Let's get on here with this message here, Spirit. Especially when I say Spirit, that really hurt. That really was like, I'm really talking to God. Who you talking to? Like, if you copying me, then who you talking to? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Who are you talking to? Are you just saying it to be saying it? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. Oh my God. Come on now. What's this word, Spirit? Please and thank you. And oh my God, it was everything. It was everything. Oh, and let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you the truth, right? I was like, whoa, hold up, right? And I said, you know, maybe, you know, this person's been doing this. You know what I'm saying? It's possible. You know what I mean? So I look back, 444, when I said this, I look back at their earlier videos, nothing like that. I said, yeah, this is nothing. You hear me? And that's it. All right, I'm gonna get off. But I just that is the creepiest feeling. I had to pray about that. Like, Lord, the Spirit said, "Child, do what you do. Do what you do." You know what I'm saying? They can only go so far with it. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Here we go. They can only go so far with it. That was like sacrifice. Number 12 could be significant. 21. 12th house. Sacrifice. Could be talking to a Pisces here. Yes. Okay, thank you, Spirit. What are you sacrificing? Or what do you need to sacrifice? Or have you already sacrificed? I feel like whatever it is that you sacrifice, you came out, you're sacrificing the darkness. Look at my ashy hands, y'all. Ooh-wee. Yeah, I feel like you're sacrificing things that no longer serve you just so that you can be in your North Node, so you could be in your highest self. You want to better yourself. That's the energy I'm picking up. And you're willing to let go of what you know, what no longer serves you. You're in that sacrificial energy. You're knowing that God knows what's best for you. You know what I'm saying? In your highest self, because that is God in you, your higher self. That's God's energy in you that helps you to see your higher self, helps you to move towards that. You know, helps you to release and detach from things that no longer serve you. That's the sacrifice. That's what Jesus talks about when he says, you know, to let your old self die for a new life. You know what I mean? In order to have a new life, you have to die. Yes, the old you has to die. That's what you're doing. See, your hands are pointed towards your North Node, towards the sky, towards God. You know what I mean? The universe, spirit. Come on, Spirit, what's this message? Ooh, all right, y'all, jumping out here on me. Fulfillment of wishes, okay. Learning lessons, being gifted because you've overcome so many obstacles. You've got a lot of wisdom. You have a lot of knowledge as well. Very spiritual person. You're very grounded. 9, what's 9? Purpose. Yeah, walking in your purpose. Yeah, that's exactly what you're doing. You sacrifice a lot to do this too. Somebody's birthday could be September 12th or the 21st. Or somebody's birthday can be on the 9th, December 9th. Take it how it resonates. Okay. Oh, look at that. Love begins. It's like the universe is pouring into you to replenish you as you pour into others. Come on, Spirit. Now every time I say spirit, I feel like it's tainted. You know what I mean? Material harvest. Look at you. There go another 9. 9's transformation, isn't it? Also, I feel like 9's transformation as well. Yes. You may have even had to sacrifice like material things in order to follow your higher self and to, you know, to learn this wisdom. Because in order to learn this kind of wisdom, we have to sacrifice the material, emotional attachments, all of that. We have to release everything. Everything has to go. Everything has to go. Yeah, you have to be able to release all things that are near and dear to you, because everything that's near and dear to you is more than likely earthly things. And that's what you released. You release the earthly for the spiritual. Come on. And now you get fulfillment of wishes and that material harvest. All those things that you had to release in order to know thyself, to know better, your better self, your higher self, your unconditional self. That means loving with or without. You understand? That's what unconditional love is. Loving with or without. You know, the good and the ugly. You love that in yourself and you love it in others. Come on, Spirit. Come on now. Planting the seeds, patience, spiritual spiritual strength. I want to say sacrifice because that's what came out my mouth. Spiritual strength, patience, waiting, integrating, balancing out the dark and the light, planting new seeds, watching it grow. And another 9. Look at this. I'm telling you. Listen, somebody has transformed into like a spiritual guru. Like a seed, like a flower just that was planted in darkness. Come on now. And now it's coming out. It's grown. It's showing. It's flowering. It's budding. You know what I'm saying? It's germinating, I'm hearing. Come on now. Spreading its seeds, you know what I'm saying? That's what comes from, that's what the bees do. You know, when they come and they grab the pollen, they pollinate. Listen. Material and spiritual prosperity, both. Integration. Because you released everything that was attached to you, including the material. When we release it, when we're able to let go of it, then it will come to us. But when we're trying to hold on to it, and we're not learning, we're not growing, we're staying stagnant in that energy, it will be moved. If the universe feels like it's time for you to move forward, I promise you, things are going to start falling away from you. And you're going to wonder what's going on. That's because the universe saying it's time to move forward now. That's the universe saying it's time to let go. It's time for you to elevate. It's time for you to know thyself. Outside of the material. The way God intended us for us to know ourselves. Know ourselves through Him. Come here, learn these human lessons, and then we're done. You know what I'm saying? It's all about God knowing Himself through us. Come on, Spirit. Talk to Him, Spirit. Talk to Him. Talk to me. Hello. That's for all of us. What's this message here? Listen, you have changed. Wisdom. You look different. There's a glow about you. You walk with your word. You're faithful. You're loyal to whatever it is you study. Whatever it is that has given you that enlightenment. It's showing on your face, in your aura. Look at the dog. Everybody's looking like somebody's changed. This because you sacrificed what you needed to. Come on now. Come on now. Somebody's in some kind of mental conflict. Somebody's struggling with their higher self and their lower self. It's like your lower energy is fighting for its life, is what I'm hearing. It's fighting to stay alive. You know what I'm saying? Especially when we're ready to move forward, when we're ready to let go, when we're tired, we're sick and tired of feeling the way we feel about whatever the situation is. It's like when we know, that's when we start having this conflict, when we're in two minds. We know what we need to do, but we're having a hard time releasing. That's when you're really going to have to get into that sacrificial energy. You're going to have to get on your knees and you're going to have to surrender it to God. I'm telling you. You got, listen. Oh, damn. Did y'all see the car fall? Surrender it to God so that you can build a firm foundation. Come on now. Let it go. Drop the ego. Come on now. That's what that was. Dropping the ego. The ego is the outside. What it looks like. How people see us. We want to show up in a favorable energy to others, right? All the time. We want to. But to show up in a favorable energy would mean that we would have to continue to be somebody we don't want to be. And that's not how it goes. Listen, walk into the light, Caroline. The number 19 could be significant. 9 and 1 is 10. Completion, a cycle complete, surrender. Listen, surrender is knowing when enough is enough. Knowing when you got to say, God, listen, I can't even do it. I don't know what to do. Take it from me. Give it to him. It's that easy. But when you leave it alone, don't pick it back up because you got some rest. When he gives you the mercy and the grace and take it from you, you're going to feel like a weight has been lifted off of your fucking body. And we get rest. And we stay in prayer and we stay grateful that he took it away. You stay grateful and you repent. And repentance is being grateful that God gave you the grace and mercy and took it from you. Don't pick it back up. It's a changed behavior. You get the hell away from it. You move. Get out. Listen. You take that leap of faith. You let go. If you got to be homeless, going to a shelter, you do that shit. You do what you got to do. Pride and ego ain't got. That's why that fell off. It has to go. You have to want to move forward more than you want to look good to other people. How you going to impress somebody? Do something different. Show up. Elevate. Release that bullshit. Come on, Spirit. What's this message? What's this message, Spirit? Listen. Universe. Universal knowledge. The universe is working with you. They're giving you a hand. They say, here you go. 21 could be significant. 12, you got 12 again. 12, 21, mirroring. You're starting to see shit. You're starting to see yourself in your environment. And you don't like it. That conflict. I know I can do better than this. I know this is not what God meant for me to be. Listen. Firm foundation. Build yourself a firm foundation. Heart chakra. Yes. Somebody's heart is opening up. When our hearts are closed off, we don't want to feel, so we numb it. We stay numb. Whether it's sex, alcohol, drugs, clothes, cars, homes, money, whatever it is that we use, right? To keep ourselves in that energy of being okay when we're not okay. And we want to hide behind these masks, right? We want to hide behind the material. We feel like the material means we're okay. No, it does not. No. Because we are leaking. Behind closed doors, we're leaking. It's just pouring out. We're doing things behind the scene that's leaking. How are we obtaining these material things that we keep trying to, hold on to with the image? If I don't have it, then what? I've failed? Really? That's why you need to release that shit. Because when you get tired of trying to keep it, what you gonna do? It's gonna fall away anyway. It's gonna leave anyway. Because you haven't mastered yourself. You don't even know who you are without it. Come on now. Who are you without it? You don't like who you are without it. Because without it, it means you're a failure. And that's what society wants you to believe. Society don't want you to be free. Free of having to do it. No, they don't want you to be in that position. Because they lose. When we stop holding on to the material, the whole fucking economy may fall. You hear me? You ain't spending no money. You don't need this. You using your body. You walking. What? You don't care. You look. You smell. You feel good. It's all good. With or without it. Come on now. But the minute it's taken away, where does that leave you? That's the two. This is a learned behavior, your base chakra. What's down there? Stand your ground. We learn this from childhood. We grow up and this is what we're taught. And then when we get to a position where we're making our own decisions for our own lives, that's when we figure out where we're going in life. What we believe in life. Do we believe what our parents believe, or are we learning something new? Are we opening our minds spiritually? Are we connecting with God? Do we believe in God? Were we even taught that? Is God real? Yes. Yes. Just like anything else that makes you feel good, God can do the same thing even better. And He won't make you have to work so hard for it. You heard me? He'll teach you. He'll teach you how to let that go and walk in your own light and then know that you are great without anything. It's your spirit that lives, that shines, that shows. Whether it's higher or lower, it's your spirit. That's your energy. That's how you show up. What's this message, Spirit? Y'all, you know what this... we 22 minutes in and I ain't got but 6 cards on the table. Woo! Solar plexus chakra. What you do. How you show up. You showing up as this person that has sacrificed things, released things to live in their higher energy, their higher self. They've studied, they've learned so much and it's showing. People see a difference. This is because this is what this person is doing. They're showing up in their light. Your solar plexus is right here. It's how you feel. It's what you believe in. It's how you do things. It's the energy that you walk in. You understand what I'm saying? If you're depressed and you're angry and bitter, that's your solar plexus. That's where you show up. That's how you show up in the world. What you do, what you accept. You know what I'm saying? How you obtain things. How do you do? You're doing it with integrity or you're doing shit underhanded. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, partnerships and alliances on the bottom. Connections. New connections. Old connections. Loyalty. Support. Spirit, can I get another card? Thank you. I'm here. Everything is gonna be alright. He's coming back. Just like he said he would. Come on, Spirit. Listen. Yes, he said, yes, that was me. Come on now. And that's the truth. Listen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's the truth. All right, Spirit. Anything else here for my collective before I get up off of here? I just need to share this with you. I came on because I was kind of put off by what I saw today. But, hey, everything will reveal itself in time, right? Right. That's right. That's right. The waiting game. Be patient. A new cycle is starting. Yes, you walking into a new cycle. Yes, sir. You learned your lessons. You're graduating. Yes, sir. You're graduating. You're about to walk across the aisle, get your diploma that you got in your hand. Look at you. Got your robe on. Yes, you graduating, baby. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Listen, look at temptation in reverse. Yes, sir. You resisted temptation, however they may be. However, you got through, you overcame your temptations, you overcame your obstacles, you overcame the trials, you didn't allow them to pull you in. You made the necessary sacrifices. You hear me? Let me tell you something else about when you sacrifice like this, when you give up things. All right? When God helps you to remove that, when God helps you to release it, when it's cut away from you, you hear me? It has no more power over you. It has none. 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 You hear me? And if you feel like you scared you're going to go back, you're not going to go back. And I'm saying that with confidence. And I'm saying that with fact, with truth, and with my Father's permission. You hear me? As long as you stay in the light. You hear what I'm saying to you? You can't play with this. You can't play on the fence with this. Just because he removes something from your life, right? You can't continue to get out there. No. Everything that's cut away comes with a price, baby. Everything that's cut away. What you learned from what was cut away from you, you must. That's from me. Help others. You hear me? In some way, shape, or form. It ain't got to be bold and out here like on the internet like I do. It don't have to be like that. You can do that in the privacy of your own community. Be supportive. And as long as you being supportive to others, God's got your back and he ain't going to let nothing tear you down again. You hear me? And that's his promise. That's his promise. All he asks of us is to help others. To share what we've learned and what we've experienced on this journey so that others will know that God is real and he's available to all of us. And why wouldn't he use the lowest of the low? Because those are the ones that's going to make the biggest impact. You're going to see the lowest of the low rise to the top. And you're going to say, how they do that? And they're going to tell you it was nothing but God. That's how we going to win over. Be his favor. And as long as we're doing his work, his service, we good. He gonna change anything else. It's gonna happen. You're gonna want to change your life. That the darkness is not gonna be appealing to you. It ain't gonna be that you feel like you better than. It's just not. You're not interested in it anymore because God's showing you some stuff that's gonna make you feel good about yourself. You're going to always want to feel good. Just like you want to feel good with the material shit right now. You're going to want to always feel good like that. And then when that shit comes, you ain't going to be so willing to get that shit up. You hear me? You hear me? Thank you, Spirit. What's this message? Solitude in reverse. You could have been in solitude for a long time because that's what it'll do to you. You'll want to be by yourself because you're going to... Listen, let me tell you something. When God show you how to release something and you be like, oh shit, it really worked. You're going to want to release everything. You're going to want to do it all at one time. I'm telling you, like, well shit, take this too and take that too. You listen, I promise. But that's going to take solitude. That's going to be where you have to sit with yourself. Where you're going to have to get into his word. You're going to have to let him show you some things. It's like he's going to take this cloud away from your eyes and you're going to be able to see so much. It's beautiful. And I feel like you're coming out of solitude. And with this being on the authority, I feel like God is saying for you now, it's time for you to come out of solitude. This fertility keeps coming in reverse. I keep seeing it. Something in reverse with the solitude. Maybe things you may have felt stuck or stagnant. I think I talked about this morning too, about being in that restful period, like you've done the work, you made the sacrifices, you done the healing work, that going within and the crying and God showing you why you act like this. Remember that shit that happened as a kid that you really never dealt with because you kept pushing it down. You didn't want to feel it. You know what I'm saying? You grew cold towards love and toward allowing people in your life, allowing people in deeply, allowing people to know that there was a hurt that was never healed. You know what I mean? That was never talked about. It was pushed under the rug. You were made to feel insignificant. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that stuff. When God has you by yourself, He's going to teach you how to release it. And He'll talk to you. He'll say, baby, listen, I know you hurt. And I know nobody was there to help you. Especially those that were supposed to protect you. But you're okay. It didn't kill you. You can release that now. If you're going to be mad, be mad. Tell him, God, I'm mad. Be mad and then have one of them snot coming out the nose kind of cries because that's where you're going. I promise. But that's the release. That's the beauty. And then you realize I ain't no bad person because they did some dumb shit to me. You know what I'm saying? You ain't. You ain't. And you've been running from yourself all this time, running from the hurt because they made you feel that way. Recognition and reward for your hard work, for your sacrifice, for your surrender, for your humbleness, for your obedience, for you just doing what you were supposed to do, just for you having the courage and the strength to go within and just to release it all. So God can shine a light and say, baby, this is who you really are. You a hurt person. You ain't a bad person. And you don't have to keep walking in that hurt energy. I got you. Ain't nobody going to do nothing else to you. Because I'm going to teach you some shit. I'm going to teach you to see people for who they are. I'm going to teach you to see their pain. You hear me? Come on, Spirit. The number 3 could be significant. 4, 20, 2. There's another 9. Throat chakra. Speak your truth. Speak your truth. Because I'm speaking the truth. Look, right on top of the truth. Speak your truth. You have a firm foundation. And when you see those that are in pain, you're supposed to have empathy. You know what I'm saying? Moving on. It's time, baby. It's time. You can't stay there no more. It's time for you to go. You know it. You know it's time to release. It's time for you to walk out of the darkness and into the light. And let Spirit, God, the universe, show you how to balance it out. Show you how to keep the darkness where it is. Accept it for what it was. Thank it for getting you to here. Because you don't want, I know right at this moment, you don't want to think shit about the past, right? I get that, but you got to recognize, you'll learn how to do that. You got to recognize that it was meant to build the strength, build you up to this point right here. It was supposed to hurt so you can release it right now. It was supposed to take you through that journey to get you that place where I'm just fucking tired of this. Because you're carrying that big ass boulder. You've been carrying a big ass rock tied around you. Up the hill, down hill, up the stairs. Everywhere you go, you get in the car. You know what I'm saying? Let it go. You can let it go. And it's okay to be you. It's okay to have that snot crying. That snot-filled cry. I'm talking, you know the one I'm talking about. Where the gut wrenching. But when you go through one of those, you can feel it coming out. Yes. You can feel it coming out. Come on now. What else we got going on here, Spirit? Anything else from my collective? Mental conflict and base chakra. Look at that. All the way full circle. Right back to the beginning. Being in conflict. Trying to release what the old, what you know, what you grew up with, what you were taught, and walk into your higher self. 1 and 2. Look at that, y'all. That's all it's about. So we come back full circle to the beginning of the reading, where we were in that mental conflict, right? Now you know what to do. That's like, now you know what to do. Obstacles and challenges. Now you know what to do. I just told you. Passion ignited. Light that fire. Let it go. Release it. And God will put a fire in you. So bright. Listen, so bright. You ain't gonna want nothing else. You're gonna be like, what took me so long? Look at this, y'all. And another 9. Look at this, because it's your destiny. Because it's your destiny. I love it. All right, y'all. 9 and 10. Here we go. Look at that. You have 1 and 2. This is how it started. 1 and 2. Come on, get up here, right? 1 and 2. And this is how it ends. 9 and 10. Amen. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one. Deuces.